Max and Zoe, Too Many Tricks by Shelley. Chapter 1. The Tricks Begin. It was April Fool's Day. Max couldn't wait to trick his best friend Zoe. Before school, Max stuffed his backpack with supplies for pranks. Max got to the bus stop before Zoe. He told all the other kids to hide behind the bushes. When Zoe arrived, he yelled, "We missed the bus!"
When Zoe arrived, he yelled, "We missed the bus."
"Oh no!" Zoe said.
"Oh no," Zoe said.
"April Fools!" Max laughed. So did all of the other kids.
So did all of the other kids.
"Very funny," Zoe said.
"Very funny," Zoe said.
"Do you want a piece of gum?"
"Do you want a piece of gum?"
Max asked.
Max asked.
"Sure," Zoe said.
"Sure," Zoe said.
"Thanks, Max."
"Thanks, Max."
As Zoe started chewing the gum, the other kids started to point at her.
As Zoe started chewing the gum, the other kids started to point at her.
Her face turned red.
Her face turned red.
"Hey!" she said. "What's going on?"
"What's going on?"
"Your teeth are all black."
"Your teeth are all black."
"April Fools!" Max yelled and laughed.
"April Fool," Max yelled and laughed.
Everyone else did too.
Everyone else did too.
Everyone except Zoe.
Everyone except Zoe.
At school, Max put something in Zoe's desk.
Max put something in Zoe's desk.
A minute later, she opened her desk and screamed, "Ah!"
A minute later, she opened her desk and screamed, "Ah!"
"A spider!"
A spider.
Their teacher, Ms. Young, hurried over.
The teacher, Miss Young, hurried over.
"It's just a toy," she said.
"It's just a toy," she said.
"And who does this belong to?"
"And who does this belong to?"
"Me, April Fool!"
"Me, April Fool."
Max laughed.
Max laughed.
The whole class laughed.
The whole class laughed.
Zoe's face turned bright red.
Zoe's face turned bright red.
She was so embarrassed.
She was so embarrassed.
She knew Max was trying to be funny, but it wasn't funny to her.
She knew Max was trying to be funny, but it wasn't funny to her.
Chapter 2. The Fire Drill.
The fire drill.
After morning break, the school's fire bell rang.
After morning break, the school fire bell rang.
Ms. Young looked surprised.
Miss Young looked surprised.
"Everyone line up," she
"Everyone line up," she said.
said. "Hurry, class, quietly and quickly."
Quietly and quickly.
A cold wind blew, and ice covered the mud puddles.
A cold wind blew, and ice covered the mud.
Everyone shivered on the playground.
Everyone shivered on the playground.
"What a terrible day for a fire drill," Max thought.
What a terrible day for a fire drill, Max thought.
Max tried to stand next to Zoe, but she moved away from him.
Max tried to stand next to Zoe, but she moved away from him.
"What's your problem?" Max asked.
"What's your problem?" Max asked.
But Zoe was already too far away to hear him.
But Zoe was already too far away to hear him.
Without Zoe by his side, Max was bored.
Without Zoe by his side, Max was bored.
Max started to goof around.
Max started to goof around.
He jumped up and down on a frozen puddle.
He jumped up and down on a frozen puddle.
Crack!
crack.
Cold water filled Max's shoes.
Cold water filled Max's shoes.
Oh no,
Oh, no,
Max said.
Max said.
Just then, Max heard sirens.
Just then, Max heard sirens.
Fire trucks sped into the parking lot.
Fire trucks sped into the parking lot.
This is the longest fire drill ever,
This is the longest fire drill ever,
Max muttered.
Max muttered.
20 minutes later, everyone was allowed back inside.
20 minutes later, everyone was allowed back inside.
Was there a real fire?
Was there a real fire?
Max asked.
Max said.
No. Someone pulled the fire bell for a prank,
Someone pulled the fire bell for a prank,
said Ms. Young.
said Miss Young.
Well, it wasn't funny, Max said, staring at his wet shoe.
Well, it wasn't funny, Max said, starting at his wet shoes.
It sure wasn't,
It
Ms.
sure
Young
wasn't,
said.
Miss Young said.
Chapter 3.
Chapter
The
3.
Best Trick.
The best trick.
Max thought.
Max thought.
Maybe some pranks aren't funny.
Aren't funny.
I better not put green food coloring in Zoe's milk. I won't put honey on
Coloring in Zoe's milk. I won't put
her pencil either.
honey on her pencil either.
Before lunch, Max found Zoe.
Fun Zoe.
I guess not all pranks are funny.
Are funny.
I'm sorry,
I'm sorry,
he said.
He said.
She smiled.
He smiled.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Want to sit together at lunch?
Good day then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
said Max.
said Max.
While they were eating, Zoe turned away from Max. She turned back and Max cried, Zoe, your nose is bleeding!
Bleeding.
She laughed. April Fools, Max. It's just ketchup.
Just ketchup.
Everyone at the table laughed too.
Laughed too.
Ha! Max laughed.
Max said.
That's a good prank, Zoe.
Zoe.
Thanks, she said. But don't worry, I won't play more tricks on you today. It's not funny to keep doing pranks to the same person. You're right, said Max. Next year, I won't be an April Fool. I'll be an April Smart. Zoe grinned. Sounds like a plan.